Welcome back to the Comic Book Savant YouTube channel. I'm your host, James Harris. This episode is going to be a part of the Comic Book Collector's Guide. In this video, we're going to be doing a kind of Q&A. This is going to be a part of the Comic Book Collector's Guide series. This is episode 19, if I'm not mistaken. And I've gotten a ton of questions, and I've gone back. Some of the most popular videos in this series are all the ones that I talk about Comixology Unlimited, Marvel Unlimited, and do the different comparisons. But I get a lot more questions aimed around Comixology Unlimited because it's a service I use, so I tend to talk about it a lot. And I also have started the recommended read series for each month for Comixology Unlimited, so I get flooded with questions in the individual comment sections in those videos. So I thought I would take the top questions. I have about 6 ones that I kind of wanted to answer here in this video to hopefully help everyone get a better understanding of everything that I know that's associated with Comixology Unlimited, that are some that might be hurdles for people, or just things that are not really made too clear with the service. So let's get right into it. First question I get a ton of is, can I upload comics I own to Comixology Unlimited? And I'm assuming this is meant if you have, physical comics. This question is not really clarified, but I get it asked multiple times. And the answer to that is no, you cannot upload comics you already own to Comixology Unlimited. What you can do now, if you buy your comics directly from Marvel.com, they have a digital store. DC, you can buy comics digitally through. If you use those individual sites and then you use Comixology Unlimited, you can merge those accounts and bring those books over, and you can have them all in one place through Comixology. This you don't need to actually even be subscribed to Comixology Unlimited for. If you just you have a username and password for Comixology, just in general, you can go into your account settings, and if you have a Marvel account, you have a DC account, those books will show up all there. You just put in your username and password for that, and they will bring those books automatically over. And anytime you would say, like, if you still didn't always buy them through Comixology, or you buy physical comics that have a redeem code in them, if you redeem those through those individual sites of DC or Marvel, they will immediately show up if you go over to Comixology. If you have a Comixology account set up and you've had them merged or synced them together, as soon as you would redeem a book, you go over to Comixology and you refresh the page, you should see your books there. So that's a cool option, but you can't physically do a scan of a comic and then it's made available on Comixology Unlimited. But if you bought, again, I'm being very specific on this, if you do buy digital comics through the individual sites of Marvel.com or DCComics.com, or you either, like I said, buy a physical comic that has a digital code that you have redeemed, those can be on your Comixology account. If you have a username and password and you sync those accounts, they will show up, but you can't physically upload a print comic you have on the Comixology. That is not an option to do. So just want to make that clear. Next question. This is the big one. This is the biggest question that I get asked a lot when it comes to anything but Comixology Unlimited. A lot of people that are fans of the show and that comment down below are not in the US, and I always get asked, when is Comixology going to be available outside of the US? And I have no idea. I have emailed them. I've looked at their fax pages. There's no definitive date. I don't know if it'll ever happen. One solution or workaround that I have found is that they have a Kindle Unlimited service that's really available everywhere through Amazon that you can sign up for, and that you do have comics available that you can check out as a part of that service, as well as books as well. I have an affiliate link down below in this video, so that and I think Kindle Unlimited, from what I've heard from different people in the community here that I've talked to about it, that's available mainly a lot of other countries. Option is Comixology Unlimited. You don't have the same number of comics available, but you still do have comics and graphic novels available to you through the service. So it's a start. It's a kind of a workaround. So again, I will have an affiliate link down below if you're interested in looking into to the Kindle Unlimited service. I think it runs either $7 or $9.99 a month, so it's a little bit more expensive than Comixology Unlimited. Unlimited. Comixology Unlimited here in the States is before tax is $5.99 a month. But the cool thing about that is you're not only getting comics, you're getting books as well. So, you know, again, it's a hybrid type service, and it's a kind of hack / walk around. That's the only, in researching it, that's the only kind of way that I can find around it, that you can still get comics digitally, and that you can have a kind of work around the version of Comixology Unlimited. Next question that I have for you guys will be, if I'm a huge DC, Marvel, Image fan, is Comixology Unlimited the service for me? This varies on your personal preference. Are you just like Marvel and you just like DC? Because they do have options. Marvel does have Marvel Unlimited, their subscription service, but when you sign up for that, you only are going to have access to Marvel comics. It's a huge library, I think of about 25 there are 30 some thousand comics, but they're all Marvel comics. That's all you're going to have access to. So if you want to read the latest DC headline, that's a whole nother thing. So you do have the option of, you know, Marvel Unlimited, and that's strictly Marvels. But if you're just a Marvel fan and that's all you want to read, then that would be for you. You also have the, with DC, you have DC Unlimited, excuse me, said that wrong. DC Universe, which is a hybrid service. You get access to comics, original TV shows, previous TV shows that are no longer in production. You get that a part of that service. So, and then that's its own separate cost. But you would only have access to DC Comics with that service. $7.99 a month. Yeah, $7.99 a month before taxes. Marvel Unlimited, I want to say the base price per month is $6.99 a month. Then DC is $7.99 a month. Both have annual billing options, which is something that Comixology Unlimited does not have at this point. I've talked about them in previous videos. I will put a link here to where I do a comparison to Comixology Unlimited and Marvel Unlimited, and DC Universe has been out I think just about a year now. So and I've talked about that, and I'll throw a link about my impressions of DC Universe right here there, so you can see that video on my impressions of the DC Universe series. So I'll have those individual breakdowns in those videos, so you can go more in depth if you're curious about them. But it just depends how big of a diehard fan you have. Now, Comixology Unlimited does have Marvel Comics a part of the service, and they recently added about 3 or 4 months ago now DC Comics, and they also have, you know, Image, IDW, Dynamite, you name all the other major publishers, you have all under that umbrella. You have a lot of diversity with Comixology Unlimited, but again, the libraries for those particular publishers, especially Marvel and DC, are going to be somewhat reduced to what you get on those individual services. So do you want a well-rounded, well-balanced service, or if you're just a diehard Marvel or DC fan, you have those options. There's no other subscription services directly for like Image or other publishers, but they do participate in Comixology Unlimited, so you will have those books available to you when you sign up for that. I like Comixology Unlimited. I've tried the different services, and I'm actually subscribed to DC Universe, but it's more for the original content more so than the comics. The next question I have for you guys will be is that they don't like the number of comic books in a particular series that Comixology Unlimited makes available. Now, it depends when you have used the service. If you used the service some years ago, they have grown tremendously in the library and catalog they have of books for individual publishers. Now, here's the thing. For more established books, like say The Walking Dead is a prime example, they're closing in on, they're getting close to 200 issues soon. You can get like the first 10 trades of The Walking Dead through Comixology Unlimited and read almost half the series for free. Things have changed. So a lot of people have used Comixology early in its when it was first starting out, and it has been streamlined. And each month, that's why I do the recommended reads videos. Every month they add more content. Sometimes daily and weekly they add more content, but they do really huge content additions at the beginning of the middle of each month. that they run down what new books are being added, but it's every month they're adding more to the library. They're adding more Marvel, DC, Image, all the different publishers. So it depends on what book you're looking for, that what amount. If it's a newer series, yes, you might only have the first trade available, but it's a newer series. It's there. What's being added are books that are, 2, 3 to 6 months old. That's the same thing that you're going to get through the different services. DC is not going to put their most current books because they want you to buy those books. So they're delayed by about 6 months or so. Same thing with Marvel, Comixology Unlimited. It varies because sometimes like publishers like Marvel will take a book that's only like 1 month old that they want you to get you interested in, or 2 months old, and maybe put the first few issues or maybe even the first trade available. So they're constantly adding books, sometimes of more recent series. So you always just have to look and check on what's being added and when, because you can be surprised sometimes on what they put up. Like, oh, that's already up there, or it'll just be the first issue. So then you'll check it out, and then you can wait a little while, because normally if they put out the first issue, they'll add the second and third. Like I know, perfect example is the Thor series, the new Thor series, the Jason Aaron series that launched when the new Jason Aaron Avengers series launched. They put the first issue up, the second, third, fourth, fifth. Then they added the first trade up there. So sometimes if you're a little bit patient and you wait a month or two, if it's not something that you feel like you have to read immediately, then you can wait, hold off, and you can catch it on there for free. But they're constantly adding new books. So just because I feel like that's misleading, and some people that have tried the service once a long time ago feel like they still do that, but that is not always necessarily the case. It depends on the series, it depends on the publisher, and how recent the book is. So again, for someone that has been subscribed to the service for at least like 2 years now, maybe longer, I've seen it myself, and I've read series where it had saved me money for not buying the books because they keep making them available. They'll add another volume, more individual issues. So it just depends on when you want to read it, on what you might catch and when, and how much of that series might be available to you on Comixology Unlimited. Next question I get for the Q&A is going to be, can you subscribe to Comixology Unlimited on your tablet or smartphone? I think when you do the initial sign up, I've been subscribed and I can't really unsubscribe or sign out, so I couldn't test this myself. But I've had a lot of people say they try to do it from their tablet when they try to actually sign up and subscribe to the service. I think when you do the initial sign up, you have to do it via the website. Now, after you have the app installed and you're subscribed to the service, you can access your comics and download them off to your tablet or your smartphone for you to want to read them. But to do the initial sign up, you have to go directly to Comixology, the Comixology website, Comixology.com, and click on Unlimited. And one cool thing about it, if you want to try the service out, and like all these questions come through, and I always try to make this evident anytime I talk about Comixology Unlimited as a service, they give you a full free month trial. So if you haven't done it previously and you want to take the service out for a test drive, you have a whole month to try it out, and you can see for yourself what series are available from what publishers. So when that previous question where people said it's not enough books of a particular series available to you, you can see for yourself by trying the service for no risk for a whole month. That goes similar to DC Universe, since people talk about the different services. They don't have a month free trial, they have a week free trial, so they have a 7-day free trial. And I think the same thing goes for Marvel Unlimited. They do a month free trial as well. So you can all try any of these services to see which one works best for you. And I would advise you to do that to see what's the best fit for the books you want to read. Are they available through that service? So if it's worth your time and money to sign up for these services for the long term. So, but just remember, when you want to do the initial sign up or subscribe to Comixology Unlimited, you just have to go to your browser and go to Comixology Unlimited to do the sign up process. And then you'll have access to it. You can download the app, and then you can have access to your books via the app. But to subscribe to the actual service, you have to do it through their website first. Final question that I have for this Q&A is concerned is going to be, this is also a good question that I start getting more recently. When you sign up for Comixology Unlimited, are you required to buy comic books, or just all the comic books through the service that Comixology sells are available to you through Comixology Unlimited? Answer to that is no. You don't have to buy anything, but here's the thing: not all the books that are on Comixology Unlimited are not. That are on Comixology are not a part of Comixology Unlimited. They actually have them earmarked. They will have a banner in the lower corner that has Unlimited on them, and that'll let you know you'll see a difference, because once you're signed up for Comixology Unlimited, it'll say, borrow, and you can borrow up to 50 books at any given time. And as you read them, you just check those back in and you can pick up more books. But it is a limit to 50 that you can have out at any given time. That's trade, single issues, whatever. But you will see the banner in the lower corner that has Unlimited to let you know that is available as far as your Comixology Unlimited subscription. If you do not see that banner and you want to read that book, yes, you will have to pay for it. One cool thing about Comixology Unlimited, when you signed up for it, you get discounts on books through all the different publishers, and the discounts vary. And if you're subscribed to it, you'll see you'll see the cover price, and it'll have a slash with 10 or 15% discount, and you'll see what you would pay for it. So it is other benefits outside of checking out books that you get with Comixology Unlimited, such as those discounts for books that you do want to buy. And those discounts go over anything. If they have a sale, and you get that percentage on top of whatever that sale price is. So I just wanted to make that clear, because I get that question quite a bit. I hope this Q&A has been helpful to you guys. These are some of the most asked questions I get when it comes to Comixology Unlimited. So I thought I would do a video directly addressing all the questions. And again, hopefully this has been helpful to you guys and help to shed some light on how the Comixology Unlimited service works. If you have any other questions, or if I didn't make something clear and you're still kind of confused about it, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll be happy to answer the questions to the best of my ability. If you like the content I do on this channel, make sure you click the thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do so. Also, if you have already, click the bell notification down below so you are aware and you're alerted when new content drops on the channel. I try to drop content multiple times a week, so it'll alert you as soon as new content drops on the channel. Again, I'm your host, James Harris. This is the Comic Book Savant YouTube channel. I will see you guys next time in the next video. Until then, you guys stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Take care.